Hello. So in this video, we're going to be looking at Yippity, which is a great tool for teachers. So if you're a teacher, make sure you listen up. Um, and so this tool will actually create quizzes from whatever content you have. You just give it a URL, or you can copy and paste in text, and it's going to create a quiz from you. So I have a page here about vectors. So let's create some questions about these vectors. So I'll hit Command Copy. Put in that link there, and then let's try hitting enter, or we'll just hit go here. Okay, so it might take a second to kind of be thinking through that. I feel like oftentimes AI will take a little bit to kind of read, analyze, and create something from this, but definitely interesting. Excited to see how this will work. So this is just sort of first impressions of how does it work, are there things you need to be watching out for, and everything. Obviously, it does seem to be taking a second, so that's definitely something to watch out for. Okay, and it has questions. So it came up with a bunch of questions here. So pretty easy. You can edit it. So if you wanted to change the name there, you can edit this question, right? Hit the check mark, or you could delete this question, or you can copy this question. Okay. And then we can hit share. Okay. So then once you have that, you can just go to that quiz and okay. So then people are able to answer here. So maybe say, what are some examples of vector quantities? Let's say velocity and acceleration. Now let's see what happens when we hit, oh, so it's going to make me answer every question. So let's put something in for every box. Just see how this works. So there's a lot of questions. And hit submit. Let's see if it's able to actually grade my answers as well. Now, I might struggle with some of the examples because examples, there's lots of good examples, so sometimes that can be a little tricky. But this could definitely be a great way for students to self-assess how they're doing on something. You may have to go back and maybe get rid of some of the questions that maybe it wouldn't be able to do great with. But this is definitely something that's helpful. You could use that pretty easily. Okay. If I click on this, oh, it takes me directly to this, the test mode. Now, obviously, it seems like the students can actually look at these as well. So they may, if you can switch back and forth, it might not be able to be graded that way. But that's definitely something. Okay. So it gave a final score of 7%, but it did recognize that this was correct. So that's good. And then obviously it recognized that these were incorrect. So it's actually doing pretty well. Now, you could obviously dig more into it to kind of see how well it's going to necessarily be able to figure out some of those questions. But overall, that seems pretty good. You can click on my quizzes, and so this is the quiz that I just made. And then you can make more quizzes as well. Now it limits you to 3 free quizzes per month, but then you can move up to more quizzes if you pay $5 a month. So if you hit subscribe, we can see that. So early bird plan, which would be $5 a month. And then it also gives you price guarantee, which would be nice, priority access to any new features, and then maybe better AI. So probably going from like a ChatGPT 3.5 to a ChatGPT 4, and then unlimited question generation. So those are definitely nice things. That is a pretty low price, so it's definitely something to consider. And then yeah, I think it works really well. Definitely something to check out. And make sure you subscribe and like to see more. Thanks so much.